Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. This is part 2 of the BMI calculator tutorial. In this video I will be showing you how to apply CSS and JavaScript to our BMI calculator, which we built in our last video. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, you can go watch that right now. I'll have it linked in the description below. And this is what we did in our last video. We created a calculator, 2 input fields, and the 4 ranges and some extra information up here. So in this video we will be, like I said, we'll be styling it, making it look more colorful and more centered, because right now it's sticking to the side. We want it to be centered. So how we do that is first first we'll create these 2 style tags. So let me retype those for you. And then after that we'll style our yellow div. We'll give it a background color of hashtag E0C443, and then after that we'll style our green div, background color hashtag 2BAB3C. Whoops, I didn't mean to zoom out. Just zoom back in a little bit, make it easier to see. And then our orange div, background color hashtag E86523, and then the div class, I'll give each of the div a style of, a width of 112 pixels, height 77 pixels, that's about 66% of the width, and then text align center, color white, I'll make text color white, and then I can style my red div. I'll give it a background color of CF140A, and then the universal sign, which just styles everything on our page. So I want all the text elements to have a font family of sans serif. And then I'll style my gray container, which is this ID right here. So gray container, background color hashtag D6D4D4. Yeah, that's right. Then width 448 pixels, height 140 pixels, margin auto, position relative, bottom 90 pixels, text align center, padding top 73 pixels, and then we're done with that. We can style our divs ID, which is this div container right here, which stores these 4 divs. So I'll give it some styles, with the first one being display flex, flex direction, row, justify content, center, position relative, top 200 pixels. And if you guys don't really understand what these styles are doing, you can go watch a tutorial on that. You can just go watch someone else's tutorial. I'm going to start making JavaScript and CSS tutorials in the future, but now I'm just going to show you guys how to actually build the projects. I'll start making actual tutorials later in the future. So for our result, we'll do width 448 pixels, so it'll be just as wide as the gray container, but the height will be 100 pixels, and the background color will be gray, so it's going to be more like a dark gray. Position relative, left 273.5 pixels, bottom 14 pixels, display flex, align items center, justify content, and we have a few options here, but I'm going to go with center. Now I can style my label, all my label elements, so I'll type label, and those two curly brackets, and then font family, Go UI. And then for my equal button on my calculator, I'll give it a background color of orange. And for my dot class main dot calculator form div input hover, so when you hover over the inputs, they should change to this this background color. So hashtag 2149C2. So it's going to be this bluish color, and the color of it will be white. And then for the screen, the ID screen, oh, the problem is I didn't create the screen. That's why it didn't ever show up in the first place. So I need to create a screen. Actually, first I need to create a div and give it a class of main, and then this div will store all of this, so like that. And for some reason we have our ending form tag, but we don't have our beginning, so I need to fix that as well. So form, take this one away. Whoops. Okay, give this a class of calculator form, and then then we'll do div class equals button input type equals text ID equals screen, and I should have changed this to screen, and give this a read-only attribute. So now we should have our screen. Yep, good. So I'm gonna select this screen ID and give it a background color of ghost white. Font size 1 rem, and then I'll do dot main. Make sure I spelled everything correctly. Yep, I think I did it correctly. Dot main dot calculator form div input, but this time without the hover. The background color will be hashtag AFB3B0, so it's going to be this grayish white color. And then I'll style my main class and give it a position of relative, height 150 pixels, width 100%, display flex, align items, center, justify content, center, top 160 pixels, right 365 pixels, and then I can style my dot main dot calculator form, give it a position of relative, height 150 pixels, width 133.333 pixels, and then border 1 pixel solid black, bottom 710 pixels. So now if I refresh the page, everything's centered, and our calculator is somehow up here, but we'll fix it. So now we can do dot main dot calculator form, then div. So we're going to style all the divs and give them each a height of calc 150 pixels divided by 6. So 150 is the height of this container or calculator form, And since there's 6 of them, 6 keys on each column, then you'll do 150 divided by 6, so it'll be evenly distributed. So height, calc 150 pixel divided by 6, and then width, inherit. So it's going to inherit its parent's width value. Then display flex. And now we can style our paragraph class. I'm going to give it a color of red. Forgot the E. Red. And then font weight bold. Text decoration underline. And then I'll style all of my inputs. So I'll type input. Then give them each a border of 1 pixel solid black. Padding 5 pixels. So what it's really doing is it's giving padding for the right, left, top, and bottom side. So I can type it like this, but this is the long way, because this will do the exact same thing. First, let me delete it and prove it to you. So see how it looks like this right now? If I do padding 5 pixels, 5 pixels, 5 pixels, it's gonna do the same thing, so nothing happens. But this is the shorter way. And then I can do paragraph 1, position relative, left 60 pixels. Then I'll just copy all this and do the same thing for paragraph 2. So paragraph 2. And we are done with all of our styles, I think. Let me see. I may have to move my calculator down a little bit. Yeah, so I can do top 560 pixels. That should move it down. But the problem is the screen is not resizing with the calculator. Let me see what I'm doing wrong. I'm not really sure. But anyways, let's forget about that for now. We'll go to our JavaScript. So first I'll create a variable. I'll set a variable and give it a name of button, then document.getElementById, calculate, because that's the name of the ID of the button, then button.style.border radius equals 10 pixels, then button.style.border equals 1 pixel solid black, and then var result equals document.getElementById, and then result. Okay, and then I'll do result.style.color white, result.style.font weight equals bold. Make sure they're in quotes. And then button.adEventListener click function. Then I can do this. Whoops. Okay. So we'll create a few more variables. So height input equals document.getElementById. Height input dot value. So whatever height we pass in. Then var weight input equals document.getElementById weight input dot value. And the formula for the BMI, like the BMI formula, is your weight, so your weight divided by your height squared. So I can do that by doing var height squared equals math.pal. Then height input, we'll pass in our height input, then raise to the second power. That'll square it. And then our BMI equals weight input divided by height squared. There we go. And then we have that. Then we'll create a few if statements for our BMI. So if BMI is less than 18.5, then we want it to display that we're underweight. So we can do that by doing result.innerHTML equals your BMI is plus BMI plus exclamation mark. That's optional. You don't have to put it if you don't want to. And then plus you need to get taller or gain more weight in order to increase your BMI. So, but we don't have to put that. You guys already know. Then result.style.background color equals hashtag E0C443. And if you guys are wondering why I'm setting the background color to a different color, it depends on what range we fall in. So if we fall in the yellow range, then this gray box right here will turn yellow as well. And if we're overweight, it'll turn orange according to what our result is. And then we'll do else if BMI is greater than 18.5 and your BMI is less than 25, we'll do result.innerHTML equals you are normal and healthy plus your BMI is plus BMI. Pretty straightforward. And then we'll do result.innerHTML style.background color equals hashtag E86523. And then else if BMI is greater than 25 and BMI is, I don't know why I typed it, is less than 30, then that means you're overweight. So result.innerHTML equals you are overweight plus your BMI is plus BMI. Else if BMI is anything greater than 30 or 30 greater than or equal to 30, then result.innerHTML equals your BMI is plus BMI plus you are obese. And then result.style.background color equals, why does it keep, oh okay, I see, hashtag CF140A. And I forgot to give the background color of this one as well, so result.style.background color equals, I gave it the wrong one, so whoops, I need to zoom back in. So this E86523 is actually supposed to go for the third one, so I'll replace it with this. And this one should actually be, I can't see what I'm typing because all this suggestions, background color equals hashtag 2BAB3C. Alright, good. And now we are done with our JavaScript. Now we can create a few functions for our calculator. So function value button E. If you guys have watched my other calculator video already, then you guys already know how to do this part. So calculator form.screen.value equals E.value. Function clear. So clear. Let me see, was it clear or what was it? I don't think we've created a clear button yet. Have we? Let me check. Let me just delete all of this. Actually, you know what? Just forget about the calculator. I'm just going to get rid of all this. We don't need it. You can use an online calculator because for some reason this calculator is giving me a lot of trouble. So I'm just going to get rid of it completely. And I'll delete this function as well. And let's test it out. So I'm about 59 kilograms and 1.65 meters. I need to check my console. There's one error. Oh, result at 161. Oh, I forgot the R. Okay, it should work now. That it says there's no more errors. So 59 and then 1.65. Yep. So it says you are normal and healthy. Your BMI is 21.6. Let's test it out one more time, but I'm going to make myself really heavy, so 200 kilograms in the same height. Now it says my BMI is 73. Obviously, I'm not that heavy, but we were just testing it out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry about all the problems I had with my calculator. You can just use an online calculator to help you convert from 1 pound to kilograms, you know, because for some reason my calculator won't work. It was working in my other video, but not this one. And also, guys, I wanted to let you know that I'll soon be doing some animation videos, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos like this. And I hope you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you guys next time.